Welcome everybody. It is 6:30-ish. It is Saturday. And it's time for that fantasy show. I am your boy Ciozi, aka the Commish, aka the Prime One. Below me, we have Mr. Loudmouth himself, Mr. Bruce Wayne, aka JT. How you doing? And then the OG Ron is back on the show with us. Oh yeah, we got a lot to talk about. So, how's everybody's fantasies going on? How's everybody's fantasies? How you doing in your leagues?
Man.
Oh, okay. Completely different. I thought we were going to kink something.
In my ESPN league, man, I am 0-4. And then the league that I'm in with y'all, I'm 1-3.
So right now with the leagues I'm not gonna lie, last week I was 8-1. I lost one game out of all my leagues.
Wow. Okay.
So hoping I keep the actual motivation going. But besides that, we got a lot to look into for football. First, I do want to discuss the biggest thing. So I don't know if y'all heard. I'm sure y'all see the injury with Tyreek Hill.
Yes.
Yes, that was.
So it has also been reported that Tyreek Hill has officially retired.
Say that again?
Yeah, Tyreek Hill has officially retired from the NFL. I think this was released yesterday, so I'm sure probably tomorrow on NFL Countdown they'll be able to give you more information on it. But from the source that I've been reading, Tyreek Hill, because of how bad the actual injury is, he is officially retiring from the NFL.
They were saying that having that dislocated knee with I think it was like two ligaments that got torn. I think it was the ACL and the MCL got torn.
Yeah, he had torn ligaments plus he being dislocated. I didn't see it live, but I did see the injury.
Yeah.
Oh, remember the program when you see it when Alvin Mack got injured?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was worse than that. It was the whole. It was instead of that being that. It was the whole leg.
Yeah, because from the highlights that I saw, it was the left leg, and it was pretty much like his leg was this way, but then the knee was like he was pretty much like holding it from basically. I mean, he was holding it in place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I seen that, I was like,
there was a smile on that man's face.
I'm gonna go and change the channel right now.
Yeah, they were saying that that's pretty much career ending for him.
Right. But yeah, he had a smile on his face as soon as it happened.
Yeah.
He got his ass up on that cart and he was happier than a pig in shit.
Man, honestly, I feel as though the reason he was that happy was the simple fact that he was trying to keep himself from crying.
Yeah. I think so.
Right.
And I think he was probably knowing why he was right on that cart towards the tunnel. I think he was thinking like, yo, you know what? I think this is it. I think this is it for me.
Right.
But I'm sure he knows the rest of my money is guaranteed. But
yeah,
besides that, like I said, besides that injury, the Dolphins did beat the Jets. Now, I am going to be honest about this. This is my personal opinion. I do feel as though with Tyreek Hill not with the Dolphins no more, you might see a change in the Dolphins to where it might be for the good. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to where I'm not trying to say it in a bad way to where because he's actually gone that it's going to change the atmosphere. But I do believe that it's going to help Tua Tagovailoa for the simple fact he has one wide receiver he now has to worry about. I think you're going to see a lot more target connections with Waddle. I also think that with them having Darren Waller, he gives you that mid game to where, okay, if I don't need to throw it deep all the time, I think Waller's going to be a big instrument on it. He's a free agent in most leagues. So if if you're listening, if you need a tight end, especially for this week, because I know a lot of bye weeks are coming up, Waller would be somebody that I would heavily invest in.
Also, too, I wouldn't count out the rookie they got, the wide receiver, last name Washington.
Yeah, Washington. He's
Yeah.
probably going to be that. He's probably going to be that number. That I'll probably say the number
Number
2 or
two.
3 option. But I do believe that
I think he's gonna probably.
I do believe
He's
Waller's
definitely.
going to get more touches,
Yeah.
and I do believe Waller's going to be a factor because I think last time Tariq was hurt, or it was either Tariq or Waddle Tariq or Waddle that was hurt. What ended up happening was that at the time it was Jonnu Smith, so they have a lot of tight end connections, and I think whenever it comes to their tight ends, especially when they have that one player missing, they fill in real quick. And with somebody like Darren Waller on the actual Dolphins team coming out of retirement, I do feel as though he's going to be a big factor in fantasy. So, like I said, if you're needing a tight end, especially like I said, bye weeks pretty much hit us this week.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're needing a tight end, I would definitely see if Waller's available. If he's not available, I'm gonna start talking about trade blocks, about all trades coming in,
Mm-hmm.
so you can actually see what trades that will probably be available to you towards either trying to pick up Waller as a tight end or any other available players you might need. Now also let's talk about the Jets.
It's a dumpster fire. It's been a dumpster fire for years.
I understand just being just where somebody put just until the season ends.
Oh,
JETS.
Jesus.
Now I'm not going to take away from the Jets because you do have key players. You still have Hall, you still have Garrett, and you still have Justin Fields. My biggest question is, what do they need to do to get that first win? What do y'all feel as though they need to do to get that first win?
I mean, they haven't been far off in their last couple. It's just been in the game situations. It could be down to a coaching thing and time management and just getting to the, because when you're losing games at that point, the players still have to play, but that is a coaching thing. When you're getting down to those important moments and things constantly go wrong, that's a coaching thing, not just a player thing.
So you feel as though Aaron Gordon hasn't found his niche yet with this team?
No.
Excuse me. As far as me, what I feel like the Jets need to do, I'm gonna say the word need instead of have. What they need to do, they need to have a lot more balance on offense. It's not all just about running. You got to air that ball out, man. You got one of the best wide receivers in the league, which is Garrett Wilson. Man, he hasn't really even been targeted a whole lot this season, and this is what, week number 5 we're going into. So yeah, I don't even know how many. I gotta check and see how many touchdowns he actually has.
I think it's 1 or 2 on the season, maybe.
And then really, he's kind of out there by himself because when he had Devontae Adams, he had a little bit of pressure off him. But now it's just him out there by himself, really.
Right.
So I think the next game they play is I think they play the Cowboys. Yeah, they play the Cowboys.
Yes.
So do you feel as though they could get that first win from Dallas?
No.
I don't know. Dallas played Green Bay pretty well.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And they're running it, and they're running. People are really not paying attention. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but the running back, Javonte Williams, he's actually doing a pretty good job. I actually got him on my fantasy league.
Oh, so do I. Oh yeah. The next game I definitely want to talk about is this is gonna be a good one for JT. We're gonna talk about the Browns. I mean, not the Browns, the Bengals. Well, they played the Broncos. They got
bad.
Now here's my question with Cincinnati. Should they make a trade for a quarterback?
Yes. They probably need they need to go as far as bringing Andy Dalton back.
No, I agree. I do agree with that, but I think Carolina ain't giving him away.
All right, go further back than that. Get fucking Carson Palmer back.
I'll agree with JT. They definitely need to look for a quarterback because what's his name? Browning is
Right.
he's not getting the job done, man.
No, there was a backup quarterback.
And it seemed like Jamar Chase is definitely showing his frustration when you saw him talking. I don't know if it was the head coach or the coordinator he was talking to on the sideline.
No, head coach he was giving hell like that.
Yeah, so when you got your key player, one of your key players going, face to face with coaching, you can already see there's some frustration and some confusion going on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, honestly, here's who I looked at available. And the Giants have actually stated this. Russell Wilson is tradable. They put Russell Wilson on the trade block.
They already?
Also, yes.
Captain Kirk is still. I'm sure Captain Kirk is still available for the Falcons to get rid of.
Yeah. Because they were stupid. They were stupid to give him that multi-million-dollar deal they gave him, man. That was crazy to give him $100 million.
Yeah. So if you're the GM, so let's say, okay, both of you guys are GMs. I will give you an opinion. If you have a chance, okay, the Giants have already said Russell Wilson is available to be traded. And the Atlanta Falcons are basically saying, okay, we'll discuss Kirk Cousins because Kirk still got that contract down there in Atlanta.
Ugh.
Who are you picking?
No, right there saying like he's got that big ass contract. I hate saying it, the Browns that own the Bengals, they don't pay for premium players. They don't even pay the guys they fucking have. They've done it with.
But again, remember, you're the GM. So who are you picking? From who are you picking?
I want Kurt. Like you can't take Russell Wilson, right? Like he played like shit in Pittsburgh and then went to the Giants and they would rather take some rookie and they're like, nah, this unlimited, you limited, just sit down. Like, no, you don't want him on your fucking side.
So has the Giants actually made Dart the starter for this week?
Yeah, Dart's still the starter for the rest of the season.
So he is. So he's permanently the starter now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And remember, his backup is Jameis Winston.
Jesus Christ!
Because if you're putting Russell Wilson on the trade block, because the number three was Jameis Winston.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
your quarterback is DeVito.
Russell Wilson will end up in fucking Cleveland before the season's over. They just need another quarterback.
Yeah, that's a messed up situation too up there in Cleveland, man. They just don't want to see Shador be successful, man. They don't want to see that young man succeed at all. But
at all,
we're gonna get with that too. We definitely gonna get with that.
But if I was Cincinnati and if he was only available, I would go after the backup from Dallas Cowboys. What's his name? Joe Milton.
Joe Milton.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, bring in another damn Joe.
Now,
Jake Browning
for his fantasy people.
He has
time to trade Jamar Chase.
He has a big arm, and actually, a lot of people are slipping on Joe Milton. He can throw that pigskin, man. He can rock that ball.
No, you ain't trading Jamar Chase. You might put him on the bench for a couple of weeks, but you ain't trading him.
I mean, everybody know, man, Cincinnati is not going nowhere without Joe Burrows. But think about it. The young man has almost been hurt just about every year of his career.
Oh yeah, that boy's injury prone.
Yeah,
flat out. Like, he's gonna go the way of Andrew Luck, and he probably will barely make it through his second contract before he's like, "Yeah, I just can't do this anymore."
And that's, to me, for real. See, that's because Cincinnati don't want to invest into a super duper offensive line. You're like, come on, man. If you got this all-star quarterback, bro, I'm going to make sure that his line is top notch. Right.
But yeah, he's been running for his life the entire time he's been in the league.
Yeah. He hasn't
right. And they went to the Super Bowl like that.
Yes. He hasn't had a decent offensive line since he's been in Cincinnati.
Right. Right. He goes, I remember LSU, man. Like, those are good times.
Now, like I said, the question is fantasy-wise. If you have Jamar Chase on your fantasy team, is it time to change? Is it time to trade Jamar Chase?
No.
Or to see what you can get out there?
No. He's a unicorn.
No, you keep that boy on the bench.
Yeah, he's a unicorn. He's a unicorn. He's one of a kind. So you definitely don't let him go.
Right. Like,
So
even if it ain't
that'll be another thing that'll be something else further we discuss on that end as well. Now,
even this year, like with your like keeper leagues, like no, he might have a bad year this year. He's gonna sit my bench. I'll get him fucking again next year. We're just gonna hold on to it.
Now let's talk about last Sunday's matchup, the Kansas City and the Ravens. We've seen that Kansas City flex those muscles so that you know that they are still that team, beating the Ravens 37-20. Beat them so bad to it, Lamar basically said, "I'm going to sit out for the rest of the game because I got a hamstring injury."
I'm good. I'm tight. My cat.
Yeah, he said, I'm getting a little tight back there, Phil. I need some water.
Right, I can't be out there right now.
So, Ron, I got a question for you. Okay, in your division, you're a Steelers fan. Now, the way the Ravens are playing, and I'm gonna get back to you because we are definitely going to discuss the Steelers as well. But the way the Ravens are playing, do you feel you still think that they can still win the AFC North?
It's a possibility, but I'm hearing that Lamar Jackson is going to be out for 4 games.
Right.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I think it's. I could be wrong. I think it's either 3 or 4. Which
well, they say he's the first 2 weeks.
Yes.
They say he might be out because the third week's a bye.
Okay then.
And then they're going to have him back again.
Okay then.
So they say he's going to be out 2 games. You got the bye week, and then he should be back by the 4th week.
So 3 weeks go by.
Week 9.
So
right now we're on the 5th week.
If the Steelers are still looking good and their chemistry is still gelling, I think it's kind of hard for the Ravens to win their division. Because right now, Pittsburgh is starting to click. Like the last 2 games, for some reason we starting to really, really click and gel together on defense. And DK Metcalf is starting to really show up these last 2 games.
Yeah, Raj is starting to actually show. You asked me if I'm retired. If I'm retired, I think I'm back. Yeah. With Rogers out there slinging it out there.
Yes. So I think it's. I think we.
Now let's talk about Lamar.
Okay.
Because right now for the next few weeks, it's Lamar's team. I mean not Lamar. It's Henry's team.
Okay.
Now I understand a lot of the things that's been going on. He's been catching. I've never heard him. I've never really heard of Henry getting fumbleitis.
Man.
And for the past 3 games, he's fumbled each time. Like he fumbled against. Well, we know he fumbled last week.
Yeah,
against Kansas City.
Yeah,
he fumbled against Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
And he fumbled against.
He done fumbled on all the games.
Every game
he fumbled the first
every game, but Cleveland.
No, he fumbled in Cleveland too.
So okay. So he's basically fumbled all 4 games.
All 4 games. All 4 games he has fumbled.
Now, fantasy wise, are you dangling Henry in trade bait?
No.
No,
he's in my starting lineup now.
Yeah, I got him too, but I don't think. I mean, I'm upset, but I'm still gonna put him in there. He's a workhorse. He's just mentally. He's just got to hold on to that ball. Like it's common sense, man. When you start running into the crowd, put two hands on there, man. Get that in between them 2 arms, man. You know not to be carrying the ball with 1 arm when you're going through the crowd.
I definitely agree with that. Me personally, I'm gonna look at this Houston game. I think this is going to be a make or break for Henry. If Henry struggles, After this, I would seriously recommend putting them on the trade bait. Get them while people can still will still look at them like, I might can do that. To where if you need an additional running back or an extra wide receiver, why not Daniel Henry out there? Again, we're definitely gonna talk because I got a segment we're gonna talk about keep or trade. And right now, this is the actual week to where a lot of trades are being looked at, and people are starting to actually want to start making moves on their actual roster.
Right.
Next game I definitely want to discuss is the Giants and the Chargers. Now, Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterborough.
Scatterboo.
You know who he reminds me of?
The muscle hamster?
No. Stone Cold Steve Austin from The Last Yard.
Okay. Right. I'm with you. The longest yard.
He has the speed and he has the power. He's not going to juke you.
No.
You better brace for impact.
Exactly. He's like,
look, he said Earl Campbell just a couple shades lighter.
Yeah. Basically,
I do remember that.
A little bit shorter and a little bit
skinnier. Last week.
But yeah, he is that. He is Earl Campbell.
Right, what I said last week. Yeah.
He is looking for contact. He is not going to go around you. He's going to go through.
Yeah.
Now out of all this, unfortunately, the Giants get the win. Unfortunately, they lose Neighbors for the season with an ACL tear.
Yeah. That was another gnarly ass one, like fucking Hill. Just watching his fucking knee, like Parks ain't supposed to bend like that, man.
Now, if I'm the Giants, and this if I'm the GM for the Giants, here's my proposal. I'm sending Russell Wilson to the Tennessee Titans to see if I can grab Calvin Ridley. He's on a 1-year contract. You got Cam Waters, the rookie. So why not give him somebody to learn from? So you had that mentor. And I don't have to give up no first round. I don't have to give up no first picks. I'm probably say, I'll just try to put money into it to where I get Calvin Ridley, which is a dependable wide receiver. I understand you still had those other players. You still had the other receivers such as what's his name?
Such as
it'll come to me. But you still have like last thing is Slater and
such as
that.
You talking about wide receivers? You got Slater, you still got Robertson, and then you got
Slater, Robinson, Hyatt.
Yeah,
you still got them, but you still need a primary receiver. So I will still look at it. Like I said, if I'm the GM, I'm getting rid of Russell Wilson since I already know that Dart is going to be my man for the season. Why still deal with that contract? Trade him over to Tennessee, have them deal with that contract. Because right now, they're already talking about getting rid of Calvin Ridley. So why not? The Giants, I'm like, well, why not take that?
It's really so the Titans is even thinking about trading Calvin Ridley?
Well, the way that they're talking about putting him on the trading block.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's their best target, though.
Right, but he's not getting any target. He's not getting any touches.
Yeah, he's not even performing really this year like I thought he would.
Right.
I mean this NFL season. I don't know if y'all paid attention to it, fellas. It's like kind of it's wonky, man. It's stuff going on that you would never think would be going on.
It's all rigged anyway.
Yeah, this is a weird NFL season for 5 weeks. It's a little off.
Right.
But I do also want to talk about, even though they lost, I'm impressed with the Chargers. Yeah. Quality as kept, Chargers do have a little bit of fantasy gold in on their team.
Yeah, there's
Lauren Hampton. You still got Quentin Johnston. You still got Keenan Allen. You still got McConkey, and you also still have Justin Herbert.
And you still got, and I believe we still got Harris too, Najee Harris back in the backfield too.
He's actually done for the
he's
season.
hurt. Yeah, he's done for the season.
Did he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had an ACL tear too, so he's done for the season.
Wow. Man.
But fantasy wise, like I said, looking at the Chargers lineup, I'm like, okay, I was able to grab Johnston in one of my leagues, in a few of my leagues. Keenan Allen's kind of still available. McConkey is somewhat still available. He's not getting the touches because I think Keenan Allen's starting to take over. And Johnston has been that deep threat. But he's still that decent slot receiver. I say McConkey's still going to be that decent slot receiver. Again, reminds you of Will Shipley, Amendola, Eric Decker. He is still that type of back that will still probably get those small touches. Probably won't get a lot of yards, but he'll definitely give you some touches in those PPR leagues.
Right. I mean, Chargers is pretty strong because I think they're 3-1. I think they're 3-1 or 4-1. I think they only lost.
Yeah, they're 3-1. That loss from the Giants gave them their first loss.
Right. I mean, so they're pretty strong. And it's kind of funny, Keenan Allen coming back, and he seemed like he's never missed a beat. And he's actually leading the wide receivers in touchdowns.
Well, what kills me is that they pretty much depend him on third down. He's now considered third and Keenan.
Oh wow!
I like it.
Next one I definitely wanted to bring up. Philly and the Bucks.
Ooh.
Now, granted, Philly did beat the Bucks.
Mm-hmm. That was a good game too.
And here's my question with this: besides Hurts and Barkley, where the fantasy weapons at? Because on paper, it's like, man, Hurts should be throwing for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns almost every game. Saquon Barkley should have at least 150 yards touchdown. 150 yards rushing with at least 1 or 2 touchdowns.
That's funny because on my fantasy league, my ESPN fantasy league, I got Hurts and I got Brown and I got Devontae Smith. I got both of the wide receivers, and to me, I ain't really been getting no points from the right. I've been getting most of my points from the quarterback, but the wide receivers, they ain't really been doing nothing this year. I mean, Barkley is still on pace to probably still get 1,000 yards rushing.
Now, do you feel as though, because listening to ESPN and NFL Network, a lot of the people are saying that the reason that they're playing this way is because it's that championship.
Yeah.
For some reason, it happens with all sports, to where you had those teams to where they play lackluster and they feel as though they can hit that switch whenever they feel like it.
Yes.
Oh, you mean the
Chiefs, Celtics, the Heatles at the time. I'll even go as far as the old school Celtics with KD, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce. It seems like once you get that championship, you're not going as hard as you want because you're basically trying to keep yourself healthy, or you're trying to keep yourself more in shape for the season, to where you're not really going through the wear and tear of the regular season, so you can save yourself for the playoffs.
Yeah, no, that's called sandbagging, guys.
Call it what you want. You can call it championship sandbagging, whatever, but it seems like when you win that Super Bowl, these teams are doing that because they want to save their energy and their weapon, their tactics to the playoffs.
So they're called the Kansas City Swifties.
If you want to call it championship sandbagging, then that's the thing we're gonna call it.
That's a good one. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, because you be thinking like, yo, where's that fire? Where's that drive at that y'all had last year where y'all was trying to kill everybody?
They were trying to win, right? They already won. They don't have to anymore.
Yeah, this year y'all just playing conservative. That's the word I want to use. Y'all playing too conservative when really everybody know the Eagles is the most dangerous team out there on both sides of the ball.
Right. But when whoever they play, it doesn't matter who they play, they're getting that team's best shot.
Exactly.
Right? Like every game they go out and play, it's the team they're playing against their fucking Super Bowl. Like they either play against the guys that won it last year, like they're going to go out to prove something.
Exactly.
Like that's hard to deal with every goddamn every week. That'd
And
be real hard to deal with.
I mean, think about it. What team is probably about a good maybe 2 or 3 teams at every position on offense? They all have weapons. Eagles got quarterback. They got weapons at wide receivers. They got weapons at tight end. They got a weapon at running back. Even the backup running back at Philadelphia, which is the boy that came from Green Bay Packers, AJ Dillon. He's back.
Right.
He's backing up, and then
No. He's been traded. They
AJ
now have
Dillon.
Tank Bixby.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I say. I didn't know Dillon was traded, but then what you told me about Bigsby, and Bigsby was actually doing his thing down there in Jacksonville for a minute. But that's a good combination though with Barkley and Bigsby because they got 2 young running backs. Well, Barkley is still seasoned, but he's not losing nothing. He's still all cylinders going forward.
A man like Jacob for 2, all gas, no brakes.
All brakes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And even on defense, the Eagles is dangerous. The line is dangerous. The linebackers are dangerous. The secondary can be dangerous. So, I just feel like they're just playing conservative. Now, what team to watch out for when they get these wide receivers is them Chiefs, because you got Xavier Worthy coming back this week. And then once Patrick Mahomes' number 1 receiver get back, which is Rashid Rice.
Yeah.
Bro,
he comes back. He actually comes back to I think he comes back
week
this
6.
Game.
Yeah, he's out for 6, so he'll be back week 7. So when he come back, bro, look out. I'm telling you, Chiefs gonna be looking like a whole different team when they get, bro, between you got Rice, Worthy, and then Brown, and then you still got Smith.
Juju Smith.
Yeah, that's a nice little forward. And then you got the tight end, which I think Kelsey. I think this might be his last year, man. He running on fumes right now this year.
No, he's
on the sideline screaming too damn much. Right.
Okay, hon.
And then then Tay got him messed up. Taylor Swift got him all messed up in the head. So he ain't worried about it. He cool anyways. What he got? 2 Super Bowl rings. He got 2 Super Bowl rings. He good.
He got 2 Super Bowl rings. He got a movie with Adam Sandler. Yeah, he's married to the tween queen.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. Yeah, he's engaged. Are they married or still engaged?
Well, they're still engaged. They're doing all the wedding stuff now. So what is it I want to say? They're still doing all the wedding planning. So
all be done after the football season. Don't let them get divorced because it will be just another million sales and records. That she'll put another one out as soon as she fucking gets well.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I might want to see that happen.
No,
just for the simple. I'm gonna tell you why. Just for the simple fact that he can actually say, "I want half."
It's a true statement. It's a true statement.
That's only if they
can actually say, "I want
half." Right.
That's only if he don't sign a prenup. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now hold on. We got Tay actually now. Have you ever heard a woman sign, "Hey, I need you to sign this prenup"?
Right, I need you to sign this right quick.
But hey, for real, she just might because her zero.
I wouldn't take anything from her. I'm assuming like lawyers and accountants are probably, if that's the case, I guarantee you they're probably saying you might want to get a prenup for this. And her mom said, "Well, no, he's making this.
We're gonna be together forever."
Yeah. And we already know that. Kelsey from Cleveland. Was it a cat? Was Cleveland Heights? What is that? He's from the Cleveland area.
Yeah, Cleveland Heights. Yeah, he's a Cleveland boy. Yeah.
So we already know that he probably doing stuff to Tay that she probably like, I'm keeping this dude.
Right. I wouldn't doubt it because let's be real. Her zeros is definitely longer than his. I'm not saying that he ain't got no zeros. I ain't saying he got no zeros or commas, but his zeros ain't long like hers.
I mean,
Right, yeah, she got a
I'm
couple
not
of
lying. Have you seen the before and after pictures of Travis Kelce? He went from looking like them dudes you see in Cleveland got the taper cut and got the old nice little straight up face. Now he got the little bowl bobble haircut and
Man,
looking like he Fabio from Young the Restless.
and she definitely bought her money because she turned down performing at the Super Bowl. She was like, "No, I'm not getting paid. I'm not doing it." I said, "Whoa."
Yeah, when you can actually do when you can do that and be like, nah, I'm gonna let that pass.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, everybody who actually performed for the Super Bowl actually gets big time exposure and their credential and then everything else that comes along with after you perform at the Super Bowl. Like you get more exposure. People be wanting to put you more into stuff. You get recognized more.
Now I'm impressed with this Super Bowl because the person that's doing it is Bad Bunny.
I want to hear it. I do not care.
I never heard of this Bad Bunny until now.
I don't care.
Only time I know about Bad Bunny was through wrestling. But I tell you what, though, it was funny, and it was doing one of the wrestling matches when he actually did his hardcore match with somebody, and it was in Puerto Rico. His music came on, that whole crowd got hyped, singing his song word for word, verse for verse. Didn't miss a beat.
I mean, he has
the whole stadium. It was in tune. I'm like, yo, I've never seen this.
Man, because
yes, we have.
No,
we saw it with Kurt Angle. He came out the entire.
I don't mean you making a chant that says you suck. No, I mean where somebody has their song with their verse and they're singing it word for word in unison.
And that's what I'm saying. And I heard
it was crazy. I'm like, yo,
that's different.
They get down there.
Yeah, that's different. And I heard Bad Bunny has a lot of songs with different artists too that made him well known.
Right, and the song that he was playing was called Ric Flair.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I'm like, the song was called Ric Flair, and then that joint singing that joint word for word. I'm like, wow.
Wow. Okay.
I'm like, okay. Bunny might blow this up.
Because I think the best one probably within the last 5 was probably last year when you had Kendrick Lamar on there. That was a good one. And then you got the one.
It wasn't bad, yeah.
Yeah. Then the one with Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake. That's always gonna be number 1.
There's a reason for that.
Now let's get to the important, the fun one.
Be right back.
He brought up. Hold on. He said he brought up Janet Jackson. Was like, oh yeah, I remember that. I gotta go.
And then look, this the one.
What other one was that?
She was dressed up like a gangster. Had dude sit there on that chair and said, I want you to do something with me. No, she said, I want you to do something with your tongue that you have never done before in your life. And the dude was sitting there like, you would have thought he was going to the chair, but I'm like, dude, you're with Janet Jackson and right now.
Right, just let it fucking go, guys.
I'm like, he probably like, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Keep getting told that the fucking Ohio State game starts.
When he gets back, I definitely got a question for both of y'all. Since y'all both married men. And
no.
Yes.
No.
I just want you to answer the question.
No. I already know what the question is. I'm just gonna say flat out no.
What's the question?
I don't know yet, but I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
This is going where it's about to go, dude. Like I might I'm in Cleveland right now. I'll be there in about 2 hours and whoop your ass just for asking.
So before I'll bring the question up to you. So here's my question. If SIP allowed you to do the Velvet Rope with Janet Jackson.
No.
Would you allow Usher to feed her grapes?
No. Did you not just hear the words come out of my mouth? No. Fine. Like we don't. No, I already told you I knew what this question was leading to. No. Like I will get in. You keep asking. I will get in that car. I will drive 2 hours. I will whoop your ass here in about 2 hours.
So are you in Cleveland right now?
Yes.
I need to whoop your butt. Yeah, I need to whoop your butt from what your daughter done told me.
What you mean? Which one?
Who am I bowling with?
Million. I understand that. What I did?
No, I'm not trying to use this for court evidence. No. So I won't say it. I'll say this. Are you allowed to drive?
This game got me eat shit. Neener.
I will put it that way. I will put it that way. Oh.
Yeah, that shit came down and grabbed me fucking last night. Like, what was it? She left out there and left out from here at like 8 o'clock. Got me about 10:30 or something like that. And then we got back out here probably about 1:30, 2 o'clock, something like that. So, yeah, I've been out here all day.
All right, fella. Sorry about that, fellas. That was an important phone call I had to take. Sorry about that.
No. You're fine. You're fine. So
Hey,
I'm
Ron,
asking the same question I'm asking JT.
Ron, you just
JT's
gonna
already
answer
said
that.
no. His wife is confirmed. Look, his wife is already confirmed. I don't know. I want Sim's answer as well.
What's that?
Go ahead.
So, and this is what I asked because we was talking about Janet Jackson and all. So, both of y'all married men.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you and your wife are in Vegas, let's say something comes up.
Yes, sir.
You know, she wants to do Usher, you want to do Janet Jackson.
She want to do Usher.
Now,
so my wife do Usher and I do Janet Jackson. Okay,
Now, here's the question: would she allow you to, if Janet Jackson did the Velvet Rope with you, and she lets it happen, are you allowing her to do the strawberries, the cherries with Usher?
I'm first of all, I'm cool because I'm like Usher. I don't know Usher. He off the hook. I mean, I wouldn't. we're gonna be on stage together. We're gonna be on stage together.
Because they had this conversation. Because I don't know if y'all remember that they had this conversation some time ago where what was it? It was Halle Berry, something like that. She was dating some dude,
right?
And he got offended because Usher fed her grapes.
Oh, okay.
Now here's my thing with this, because everybody, everyone we got mad like, oh, it's just Usher, it's just Usher. He's eating grapes. That's fine. Here's my question with this: would you allow your husband to do the Velvet Rope with Janet Jackson?
Yes. You can go ahead and do the Velvet Rope.
Go and feed them grapes for her. If my wife allowed me to do the actual Velvet Rope with Janet Jackson, when she pulls me up on stage, ties me up on a with a velvet rope, gets on top of me, sings to me on while she's on top of me, singing to me, straddling on a spandex leather outfit. If she allows that, Usher feed her grapes. Go and have fun with it.
See, there's a big difference in that. Janet's pushing what, mid-60s at this point?
Let's see, Janet. Janet's
and nothing.
She's in her mid-50s. I think she's like 52, 53.
Dude, do you see how Janet Jackson looked?
Look, money can pay for a lot of fucking surgery.
Doesn't matter.
I understand. Yeah, it's fucking paid for.
She said, look, most of that ain't just cosmetic surgery. She's staying in shape.
Yeah, she looks good to be in her 50s.
She's still staying in shape. So, dude, granted, the Botox is going to work for the face, but the rest of the body, that's from going to Lifetime Fitness.
Right. You're right.
No.
That's basically some German dude that sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger telling her, "Yeah, you need to stay in shape. You need to get the eyebrows going.
I'm going to get you right.
Don't be a girly man. That's the rest of that. And if all you worry about is some dude sing to her feeding grapes, hey,
no,
have at it. Like I said, if my wife, if that day ever happens, well, hopefully it'd be somebody different. But who knows? I'm not happy. But now that we done jumped off the subject, and let's get back on subject.
You did it.
So let's talk about your Steelers. Okay, that's the next conversation, because right now they went to Dublin, gave the
Vikings
gave them a show out there. I feel bad for Skylar Thompson for getting beat up and robbed. That was messed up. But I do have this question, because when we all started the season, a lot of people looked at the Steelers and they felt as though the Steelers were taking a step back, especially with Aaron Rodgers. Now, if I'm correct, the Steelers are still undefeated, right?
No, we're this is week 5, so no, we're 3-1. We lost 1.
Okay, y'all lost the game.
Yeah, but we're still in the top spot of
right.
AFC,
so y'all now leading the AFC North.
Right.
Do you feel as though now? I'm not gonna lie, because right now, when I looked at the AFC North and Aaron Rodgers in it, my biggest concern is, can he survive that defense? Now, looking at how he's playing now, I think Aaron Rodgers might have been the missing piece.
True.
Do you feel as though with Aaron Rodgers and them revamping the defense, that they're now the team to beat in the AFC North? Or you think that they can pretty much win the title?
Yes, I think we are. I think we are the team to beat in the AFC North. And on top of that, if our offensive line played the way they played against Minnesota Vikings, how they was throwing down defenders on the ground, stepping on them, telling me your mama stink. Yeah, we're the team, man. And then Metcalf getting off, the tight end, big boy Mount Washington getting off the tight end. He getting his funkies off. Austin, number 19, getting off. I think we are the team to beat. And then I'm hearing the stories. Might be true. I'm not for sure. It's a possibility that Omar Khan, the GM manager of Pittsburgh, is trying to get Chris Olave from the Saints to come up to Pittsburgh. And the trade will be what's his name? The tight end number 88. What's his name? Pat Paramount. They would trade him, and I think like a second or third to New Orleans to get Chris Olave to come up there, because if they let Paramount go, they're really not missing nothing, because you still got Jonas Smith and you still got Big Boy Washington, and to add on Chris Olave.
And then with Juwan Johnson doing his thing now at in New Orleans, I can understand that.
And then since only thing I'm worried about the Chris Olave thing is he had them concussions. He had a lot of concussions last year. Right. But the boy he's a deep threat all the way. When he's healthy, he's unstoppable.
He's definitely going to help stretch out the field.
He does stretch the field. Yes, he does.
Now, also, I'll put it this way. Granted, y'all played the Vikings. Now, we'll say this. Carson Wentz actually played pretty good.
Right.
Do you feel as though Carson, and it goes to you too, JT, do you feel as though Carson Wentz is kind of a fantasy gem, a low-key fantasy gem?
Yes.
Yes, I agree with JT too. Yes.
Right. Carson Wentz has been a good quarterback the entire time he's been in the league. He's just like, bad things have normally happened to Carson Wentz.
He still got a Super Bowl ring underneath his hand, though.
Yeah, but he was hurt when that happened. Like, yes, he was the reason they got there.
I'll give him credit.
He's the
He
reason
took
they
him all
got
the
there,
way
but
up
Nick
to the
Foles
Super
was the
Bowl.
one that
Not to the
won
Super
it.
Bowl. I think like up to the
He got him to the
championship game.
playoffs.
So
No, he got him to the playoffs. Right, he got them to the playoffs during regular season, and then Nick Foles got them to the title.
Right, he did his part. He got them. He got them to get into the playoffs. So yeah,
Ohio State
he deserves that ring.
Quarterback going through the playoffs, getting there.
Okay, I'm sorry, Dan. You just corrected me, JT. That was Nick Foles that won the Super Bowl ring, not Carson Wentz. Okay, my bad.
Right, yeah. Right, yeah, because Carson Wentz got hurt, and everywhere he's gone, like he's not a bad quarterback, but like just bad things end up happening, and he has a good start to the season, and he's going places, and then he just gets hurt, kind of like fucking Burrow. He just gets hurt, and like, yes, he does good, but like he's always looked at as like, is he really a good quarterback? No, he's a good quarterback because he has had bad situations happen.
Right.
Like bad things have happened to where he kind of gets overstepped by somebody else.
Exactly.
That's why he got shipped out of. That's why he got shipped out of Philadelphia. And he's been kicked around ever since.
Right. And don't be surprised. I know, Mike, this might be crazy what I'm saying, but hey, that's that type of show we want because it's that fantasy show. Man, if Joe get hurt like one more time, don't be surprised if Cincinnati start looking for a quarterback the next draft.
You're probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong.
Yeah, because I don't know if it was UC or JT that said he's injury prone. Like, yeah, he pretty much is. And like, even though his IQ is up there and he has a rocket for an arm, but like, bro, he's just not fitting right now because he stayed hurt. Don't be surprised. I actually think Cincinnati is going to go for a quarterback next year, anyways.
Right. And if for anything else, it's just to make sure they have something to replace Burrow when he does go down.
When he does,
so I am completely with that. Right.
And I mean, and this year, after this year, you got a couple of decent quarterbacks that's coming out. They're talking about that boy. The top two I'm hearing is the old boy from Penn State and then the other boy from Oklahoma.
Drew Allen sucks. Sorry.
But if somebody was really smart, I'll throw that fish line out there and see what Cleveland want to do with Sanders. I'll go after Sanders.
Right.
If somebody
else,
right.
We're going to find that out.
I would go after Sanders. I really would.
I do think we're going to find out tomorrow because they didn't start Shador. Mm-hmm. They started the other kid. Dylan Gabriel?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it depends on how he plays. If this kid blows it up, I mean, like if he rips it up, then I'm assuming that they're probably going to put Shador Sanders on the trade block.
Okay. That loser from fucking Oregon got it. Yeah, he's going to be great.
Now I gotta look up to see who the Cleveland. Matter of fact, who are the Cleveland Browns playing tomorrow?
Oh Christ! I just seen it on TV. It was just up there. Oh, who the hell is Cleveland playing tomorrow?
They're playing the Vikings tomorrow. So
that's right. In fucking London.
So he may have a chance.
Game.
He may have a chance if the Vikings defense looking like the defense they play against Pittsburgh. He have a chance. But if the Vikings defense they played 2 weeks ago when they was just sacking I forgot who it was. They was sacking old boy left and right. Then Shador may have a chance because I really think this is going to be a one game trial for Gabriel.
Yeah, but you also got to remember too, like the Vikings, like they played in Ireland last week, and like they took a bus ride down to London, right? Whereas Cleveland legitimately had to fly overseas,
right,
to get there. Like Minnesota is already adjusted and ready for it. Like Minnesota playing Cleveland. Like Minnesota was going to win the game anyway, but like you're getting not only a Cleveland team, but you're getting like a jet lag Cleveland team. Like they got there I think Wednesday. Yeah, I think they left out Tuesday. So like they got there Wednesday. They might be good.
I thought they left right after the game. I thought they left that Sunday.
No, fucking Cleveland didn't leave out till like Wednesday. Like the Brownies didn't leave out till Wednesday, and they got there what is it, like 6 hours ahead? So they would have gotten there like fucking probably Thursday afternoon, right? Then they got 2 days to get acclimated and go through all their NFL stuff on top of that. Like if they do like with the international games, like if they go like south, right? Like if they go to Mexico, Rio, or whatever, doing those games, the teams are fine. They go overseas, then you're screwing these days. Like there's going to be like they're entertaining games for the folks that are watching them like in the stadium because they've probably never seen anything like that before.
Right.
Right?
Well,
They don't
let's
get
take a
an
look at the game
NFL
real
game
quick.
like that.
Here's the setup I have for it. So, if y'all see it, let me get out of here.
God.
So
Oh,
right
no.
now, like I said, you got the Sunday morning game. So the players I stated you had to watch was you got for the Vikings. I definitely feel as though you had their defense because their defense, quiet as kept, has actually been ripping it up. You also
I
got
love the
Justin
fact that you still
Jefferson.
got like a full list for fucking the Vikings, and it is just 4 dudes for
Well,
Cleveland. Like that's messed up, man.
And to be honest, another key player is that running back for the Vikings, Jordan Mason. He tore it.
Mm-hmm.
He
yeah.
tore it up. Even though they
That
lost,
boy,
he's been running pretty good.
Now I will say this, like I said, these are what I put as key fantasy factors. One, I'll probably say whoever the QB is, they got to make the pace of the game.
Right.
Because I feel as though if it's with Carson Wentz or if it's with Dylan Gabriel, one of them two have to basically make the pace of the game because we already know Cleveland has a good defense. So does the Vikings.
I mean, Cleveland's got Miles
Garrett. I do feel as though that whatever defense takes over will have the better chance to win it. But whatever QB actually can do the pace, take the pace,
right,
move the field, see what's going on, they will have a better chance.
Right.
Like I would honestly like keep an eye after the first quarter. If Garrett Wilson is just beating the hell out of the end coming around, then Cleveland might have a chance. But like if they've figured him out and like they can like chip block him and just like give Wentz enough time to get rid of the ball, like Miles Garrett's all they got on fucking day. Because he can get around that line and he's on the quarterback in a fucking heartbeat. If there's no time to throw the ball, then yes, they look like they got a good defense. But if they give Carson Wentz time back there to throw the ball,
I was just about to go up there. If Carson Wentz gets Jefferson and Addison in the game early, and stick with it, Cleveland's going to have a problem because it's going to be a long
That I definitely agree with because, like I said, that was another factor that I had was that if Carson Wentz turns into Philly Carson Wentz, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Now, I will say this. I don't know who the coach is, the quarterback coach is for Minnesota, but whoever is that coach needs a raise. Because if you looked at the past 3 quarterbacks that they've had, he's made them. I don't want to say all-stars or superstars, but he's made them relevant. Look at what he did with Kirk Cousins during that time. Always made when Kirk Cousins was there, Minnesota was always considered an actual threat for the championship.
And then old boy who just
Kirk
left.
Cousins leaves, then they get Sam Darnold. They draft JJ McCarthy. Right. JJ McCarthy gets hurt. All of a sudden, you got Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold playing like a Pro Bowl player. Now he making his money out in Seattle.
Yeah.
Now you bringing in, you get JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy plays pretty good. He's looking pretty decent. He gets hurt. You get Carson Wentz, and all of a sudden Carson Wentz is playing like he's back in Philly when his rookie season.
McCarthy only looks good when he knows what plays coming from the defense. That's the only way JJ
They're not
McCarthy.
stealing signs in Minnesota.
That's fine. That's the only reason he made it to Minnesota in the first place is because they went. He's really smart on the field. No, it's pretty easy to know where to throw the ball when you know where the defense is going.
I'm sorry,
Well,
man.
like
He's
that
overrated.
I
He's
understand,
overrated.
but also,
He's
but you got to
overrated.
give you have to give Kevin O'Connell credit because the first two games that he's actually been playing, he looked impressive. Then he got hurt, and I'm not saying that because he came from Michigan. I'm saying that whoever this, if it's the quarterback coach or the quarterback, when you go to Minnesota, for some reason, they know how to play you. They know how to make you relevant. So, like I said, when they play Cleveland, if they they're playing Cleveland tomorrow. Like I said, if we see the Philly Carson wins, I'm calling it a wrap. I'm giving that all to Minnesota all day, or it's going to be one hell of a shootout.
I agree.
I'm right, but
I agree.
I think Minnesota's going to win it regardless. I don't know if it's going to be a shootout. Again, you got to give uh, Gabriel his due. Like we ain't really seen him in a full game starting. So, but then again,
Yeah, I got you.
it's not an away game. It's not like a shoot. It's not a home game for him, right? It's a neutral field game that he's playing in, right? Because he doesn't
now,
have home, right? He doesn't
now I
have
got a
hometown
question.
players.
Are we missing church service, or are we catching an early service before we watch this game?
He talking about going to services. Jesus is everywhere, but I ain't got to go to church. He can come see me. We'll sit on the couch together and watch him.
And then another game I definitely want to bring up is Thursday night game with the 49ers and the Rams.
I thought the Rams was going to pull that off, but San Francisco got them, and I believe San Francisco is still undefeated.
No, they're 4-1.
They're 4-1. Okay, then.
Yeah,
4-1.
And I don't even know how they're doing that. I think most of the workload is going on the running back, Mr. 23, Mr. McCaffrey.
Mr.
actually,
McCaffrey.
it's been pretty balanced. Matt Jones has actually been balling. And on top of that, they picked up Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne actually, I would again, this for fantasy reasons. I would probably keep one more game with Kendrick Bourne. I'll actually watch one more game and see how it turns out. Because last Thursday night, here's where it stats: 10 receptions, 142 yards. Got you 25 points. Mac Jones was 33 for 49, 342 yards, 2 touchdowns, got you 27 points. McCaffrey only had 57 yards rushing, but he had 8 receptions for 82 yards and a touchdown.
I'm not getting with my flag on that. Sorry.
Now the thing is like Kendrick Bourne might be that dude you might want to look at until Brandon Ayuk is fully loaded, because they still got one more week before Brandon Ayuk comes back. And if Brandon Ayuk is anything healthy, he's going to be another decoy, because remember, I think Juan Jennings is actually out. We already know Kittle's out for a while.
I mean, they could be pretty dangerous when all these pieces come back to the puzzle.
Right. Now their next game is going to be with the Bucks. So that's going to be interesting.
Because they got
with the Rams, their next game is going to be with the Ravens.
Yeah, because the Bucks actually get Chris Godwin. They get Chris Godwin back this week.
Mm-hmm.
But they still got Mike Evans.
Mike Evans is out too. They also lost Mike Evans.
Sorry, Abuka been carrying the water.
Has actually been running the show. Yes,
right.
I definitely agree. Abuka has been running the show. Like I said, with Mike Evans out, it does give like I said, I think with Mike Evans being out, Abuka was definitely going to be giving a lot of the touches. Then Godwin's coming back. I understand probably Abuka's going to be that number 1. Connor's probably going to be that number 2. But on top of that, he also lost Bucky Irving. So he's out.
Is he going for the year?
I don't know for the year, but they say he's out for this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you also have like I said, you also have Mike Evans. and like I said, so other than that, they have Rashard White coming back. So with them see how Rashard White acts towards this team. If not, and like I said, if he doesn't, like I said, I'll give him a few more games before I actually see if he's worth putting on to any team.
Okay.
Shoot. So with all talk from that season, let's get into some of the actual trades. So I actually pulled up the actual players that were looked at towards trading. And let me see. I know I had it. All right. So I guess when I'm bored at work, I do notes for the show. I do anything and everything to try to get ready for this damn show.
And everybody thinks your job is listening. He doesn't actually do that. He works hard when he's there.
Pretty much.
I ain't saying he's doing anything. I'm just saying he's hard while he's working.
Right.
I still take care of my customers.
I bet you did. Servicing your customers. Got it.
Hey, give me a second.
You had about 4.
Okay, yeah. So this is actually based off USA Today. Here's what they have that is on the trade block. On most fantasy, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Travion Henderson, DeAndre Swift, Brock Bowers, AJ Green, DK Metcalf, and Dalton Kincaid. Now I've added 3 more on here for an honorable mention. One is Tyreek Hill, who's now done for the season. So we already know he's pretty much he's going to be in the waiver wire for the rest of the season. Now with this list, do you feel as though there's anybody here that you would say ain't no way in hell I'm trading, or would you dangle it out?
No,
I'm not trading Chase or Jefferson.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I will put Chase out there.
You said that
and I'll
earlier.
explain to you why. Because right now, unless they're really getting a quarterback that can actually help him spread the field out, it's basically we're gonna double up on him.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Even if I had, like I said earlier, like if Chase is on your bench, if you got a keeper league,
get him.
Like you might not.
No. Oh, good.
You might not. Trying to do something here.
Oh, sound like Sip's excited.
Right.
Yeah, we gotta stop. Anyway, if you're in a keeper league, like not so much for this year, just sit them on the bench so you got them for next year. I mean, what was it? A few years back, I remember drafting Tom Brady and put him on my bench the entire season just so I didn't have to play against him. Yeah.
So you put the Bucks in?
Oh, yes.
If I can't have him, nobody. If he ain't working for me, he ain't working for nobody.
Right. If he ain't beating my ass, screw that noise.
Yes, sir.
I don't care. I think I carried 3 quarterbacks that year. One of them was Tom Brady, and he sat at the bottom of the bench the entire goddamn season. I did the same thing with Chase. If you were in the keeper league, he might not help you this year, but he will next year. Just saying.
Yes, sir.
Now, like I said, yeah, definitely with Jamar Chase, I'm using him as trade bait because I'm not saying it to where, oh well, it's more. I'm gonna put it again. I'm in the mood like Janet. What have you done for me lately? And right now with Jamar Chase, that Bengals team ain't doing nothing for me. Yeah, I get he's frustrated, things like that. But if you ain't making me, if I'm struggling with you on my team, I'm gonna put you out there. I'm gonna see what's available.
I understand. That's I mean,
I got you. I understand, right? But yeah, you got plenty of spots on your bench, dude. Fill it with something else.
Now
Just
next
let
is
him.
Justin Jefferson. To be honest, I'm keeping Justin Jefferson
Yeah,
because, and I'm gonna tell you why. Just Carson Wentz.
because his name's Justin Jefferson.
No. Because
I don't care if
I
you
like how he do the gritty. Yeah, it's like no. I like Justin. I like Justin Jefferson. Even though he's not with a quarterback, like I said, that coaching system. Like I said, no matter who comes into that as quarterback, each quarterback has had a great system, and Justin Jefferson is always getting his numbers. And like I said, even with Carson Wentz on there, he has more of an experienced quarterback now on there. And you're now giving, like I said, you're giving Carson Wentz something that he hasn't had in years. Weapons.
yeah.
right.
I got a running game.
That's almost
I
like
got a good tight end in TJ Hawkinson. I can choose between Justin Jefferson or Jordan Addison. I got a run game with Jacobs.
That's that motherfucker right there.
So it's kind of like it's open field day now. It's like, yo,
Sure.
you're gonna see a Carson Wentz that it's like, man, I ain't know he can play like this.
Mhm.
But like I said, I'm keeping Justin Jefferson because I know Justin Jefferson's going to get more touches, probably even better touches.
Cool.
Next, we got Trevion Henderson. Are you trading him, keeping him?
Yeah, I will keep the rookie.
I'm trading that boy.
I will keep the rookie.
You say you trading him?
Uh-huh. He's sitting on my bench right now. He about to just hit the waiver wire. Like
I will hold on to, honestly, with Trevion, I will hold on to him for the simple fact that you had Ramondre Stevenson fumble. You also had Gibson fumble. Now we all know that with Ramondre Stevens, I would say he's injury prone, but he does come up with small injuries throughout the year. Now, I don't know if it's due to wear and tear, but I do know there's sometimes throughout later in the season, he sits out. And I'll probably say between probably the end of October, start of November is when he gets those nagging injuries.
Right.
Where he's out maybe a game, can't play a full game, stuff like that. And I know the way Trevion's played, he's used to the cold. He played for Ohio State, OHIO, yeah. So he's used to the cold weather games. And I think when the season comes, he's going to be more of the starter before the end of the season than Ramondre Stevens.
My biggest thing with it though is like you're talking about the Patriot stuff, right? And like even though Belichick gone, like it is still the Patriot way. Like it's not just one dude out there. Like there's multiple of individuals that are out there, right? When it was Belichick and Brady, like the only ones you could really count on that team to get consistent numbers were Brady and Gronk. That was it. After that, like wide receivers might get you 10, right? Gronk will get you about 30 because he's a point vulture. But the running backs, there are about 4 of them back there.
Yeah, when you have Belichick, it was running back by committee. There was no star running back, and I get. And even now with Drake May being as your quarterback, and you also have Stephon Diggs as your wide receiver, and you also have a few more. You have some young wide receivers that are showing promise.
Right.
But even then, they still depend on the running game. And I do feel as though with Ramondre, like I said, with the more in the beginning of the season, they use him a lot. And then at the end of when the middle of the season kind of hits it and when it's getting close to the end, he goes through a lot of nagging injuries to where he's not there all the time. Even last year, to where Antonio Gibson was starting to get more carries than he did because, again, he was going through the nagging injuries. That's why they drafted Trevion Henderson. Because when those nagging injuries come through, we got somebody that's basically just like him, faster, a little bit more stronger, and it's going to handle that wear and tear. Like I said, probably by mid-October, I do feel as though Travion Henderson is probably going to be the full starter. He's going to take over the carries, and Ramondre is probably going to be less. Next we got DeAndre Swift with the Bears.
Probably might have keep them because that's the Bears' best running back.
Oh yeah.
By far.
If I have decent running backs, I'll put them out there. If I need a running back or something like that, not running back, another wide receiver or a tight end, I will date them out there to see what I'm offered, or if I can use anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now we all know that running backs are pretty much scarce. They're like a rare element.
Sorry.
So I tell you that the Buckeye scored.
No, we missed. Fucking Smith went for a circus catch and missed it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, DeAndre Swift, he's borderline. Like I said, if I get a good offer for him, or if I'm running back deep and I need a wide receiver, yeah, he might be the one that I might try to grab. I might try to dangle out there.
Still, I don't know about trading somebody like that. Like, if you try to build for the end.
Come on. Oh! Are you fucking serious?
The scary thing, that's the wife.
She really into the game.
Yes, always is.
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's the wife. Right. And tell us congratulations on her for being on first place for this week.
Fuck out of that shit.
I've been told to tell you congratulations for being in first place this week. So, and NFL.
I can't even change my defense in a bye.
I just showed you how to use it yesterday.
You just showed you how to use it yesterday.
We did the visual. I even gave you the shared screen.
Shared screen and everything.
It didn't work.
Oh my gosh.
I fucking couldn't get into it, okay? What the fuck?
Don't start her yelling at me, guys. But again, I will drive 2 hours just to whoop your ass if she starts yelling at me.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna give y'all a tablet for Christmas, so y'all be like, look, for fantasy football only.
Eat shit. All my tablets have porn on them.
I can't even download.
For Christmas, I'm gonna buy y'all a tablet for fantasy football only.
All my tablets are for porn.
Oh my god! But anyway, let's get back. Let's get back to these trade blocks. So next we got quiet as kept. We have Brock Bowers. Yeah. Now we all know Brock is probably like one of the actual centerpieces for the Raiders. So I'm not gonna lie and say I'm surprised to see him on there, but then I'm not. Because right now we all know Ashton Genty is probably the guy they want to basically make the cornerstone of the team.
He is, but he's constantly hurt though.
Well, no, I mean he just got hurt now. Even they're talking about he's questionable for this game, next week, this week's game.
He was questionable last week and the fucking week before that.
But he played last week and the week before that.
He did, yes, but he is questionable to those points.
Like he's legitimately questionable. Come on, now you could have a sinus infection and put you as questionable.
I understand that, but he's still questionable on the roster. He's sitting on my bench right now, still questionable.
Yeah, they also. It's more when it comes doubtful. That's when you have that. That's when you feel a certain way. Questionable, man. Until they say he's out, he's starting.
Right.
But they are saying he's trending to not playing against the Colts.
Yeah, but like they got the questionable now. Like they got rid of doubtful. Right.
So he's been changed to doubtful. Yes.
No. They got rid of all those fucking extra acronyms. You're either questionable or you're playing or you're out. There's those three. Like, there's nothing else for it.
Well, I'm looking at NFL.com, and right now they're still saying that he's trending to not playing.
Was he? So what was he injured?
He had a knee injury. That's it.
But
Brock Bowers? It's been that way since the I want to say it's been that way since the Commanders game.
Since week 2.
Oh wow.
Since week 2, he's been questionable with a fucking knee injury.
Mm.
It was just because he like it wasn't even like it was like I don't even want to call it a non-contact thing. Like he just kind of posted on a fucking route and it just didn't go fucking right, and he came up fucking hobbling. And he's been that way since week 2. So
that's the injury you don't want. You don't want to hear nothing about no knee injury.
Right.
But I would probably say with that injury, I would see what's out there to offer. I don't know if I'll put him out there to be traded, but I definitely see if he's out there to offer. Next we got AJ Brown.
Wait a second.
I don't know if he's been putting tweets out there, throwing verses from the Bible, stuff like that, talking about keep your mouth closed and things like that. Which is pretty. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty funny to me. It's kind of like he's being a diva without being a diva. But we all know when it comes to AJ Brown, when he starts getting like this, the next game they force feed him the ball like a fat kid at a buffet.
But that's just because they're trying to get him to shut his motherfucking mouth.
Exactly.
Right. But
so that's what I'm saying. It's like whenever it's one of those like, okay, we know once you start opening your mouth, all of a sudden you have breakout games. So it's one of those to where it's like I want to keep you because you're running your mouth, and because you're running your mouth, we know you play. They listen to you, and all of a sudden you get the ball. 10, 15 times for almost 100-something yards.
Mm-hmm.
And right now they're playing I think they're playing the who are they playing this week?
Who is
they are playing they're playing the Broncos. So I do believe this is one of those times to where, he's gonna get force fed the ball a few times. And from what I'm understanding is that it's not like he wasn't getting the ball before that. It's just they were just how can I put it? They were forcing him where he didn't need to be forced. So what's your opinion? Would y'all trade, keep, or would you still put him as trade bait?
I mean, I still have Brown on my team. I'm keeping him right now, but I mean, he really hasn't done nothing for me these first 4 weeks, really. He had one game that was actually pretty decent.
Okay.
So yeah, I would keep him, but I'm actually looking at to trade him myself. So I'm like, depending on what he does after this week, I might put him on the trading block. To see who bites.
The illustrious trade block.
See who actually bite for him. Might throw his partner in there too, Smith, to see, trade both of them to get somebody else good.
Okay. Next we got DK Metcalf. DK, I'll probably say the more confident Aaron is becoming with the team, I do feel as though DK is getting more touches.
Yes.
Because if you watch the actual London game, he had over 120-something yards. So Rodgers is connecting with him.
Yes.
And I just think right now, the more Rodgers becomes more confident and they find a better rhythm with the team, that DK Metcalf could be an actual gold mine. Last we got Dalton Kincaid.
How you going to say that Rodgers is starting to get more confident? That motherfucker has never lost confidence.
Well, I'm talking about confidence with the team. We know he has confidence on himself, because if you come in looking like John Wick on training camp, you got confidence like a mug.
Right.
When you literally come dressed as John Wick,
Look,
in
just
training camp.
finally,
Yeah, we know you. We know you feeling yourself.
Exactly. With the long hair and everything.
Yeah,
right.
but I am feeling as though to where his confidence got shot in Jersey. His confidence got extremely shot in Jersey because I guess it's one of those things to where he feels as though he knew how the team should be ran and how he should be doing this, and they suck. So now he got humbled. And now he's in Pittsburgh and he's trying to actually, he's humbled himself, but it's like, okay, even with your humbleness, we still need that actual Aaron Rodgers, that John Wick type of caliber person that you was in Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably say the more that they're getting into their games, and you're seeing, he's having conversations with DK Metcalf, with Calvin Austin, and right now Kenneth Gainwell is kind of like being the actual workhorse and on the ground.
Yes,
So with all that now coming into play and all that actually catching rhythm, I think DK is going to see more production out of him, especially when it comes to Aaron Rodgers throwing those deep balls to him.
I think they also gonna get. I think we're also gonna get Washington more involved too, like we did overseas.
Yeah,
big tight end.
And that and Juno Smith, because Juno is pretty much what I probably say is probably one of the most athletic ones out of the tight ends.
Exactly.
Low key.
Exactly.
Lastly, we got Dalton Kincaid from the Buffalo Bills.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I'm trading Dalton Kincaid.
Why?
Because Dalton Kincaid is inconsistent.
I'm
not saying in the game wise, I get it. Fantasy wise, I don't know when he's getting the ball.
He's you thought he was gonna be the major piece to Buffalo, but he's not really even contributing this year.
Right. He's productive. I'll give him that. It's just he's not that productive to where they need the ball thrown at him.
Right.
With like most of Buffalo's things, like if they get close enough, like Josh Allen will run it in himself rather than somebody. Right. If they're deep, right, he's going to fucking throw it to Shakir or whatever. Getting down.
You got Shakir, Coleman, you got Palmer. Right.
Cade is
but they don't believe in a mid game.
Right. He is moving the chains. That is all he is doing. Right. But again, Kincaid's not a little dude, but he's not that like power forward tight end where he can just kind of post up on the goal line, throw me the ball.
But not even that. But even then, if you're using him towards, okay, you use for short down passes. Again, if you're in PPR leagues, even then if they were using him like that, he would still be considered a gold mine. He might not be getting a ton of yards, but he's getting a ton of catches with those yards. And then on top of that, if he's in the end zone, if we're doing goal line plays, yeah, he's gonna give me a touchdown here and there, which would be cool. But they're not doing that. With Buffalo, it's basically Josh Allen is running the show.
Right, Buffalo doesn't get themselves into those situations very often, to where it legitimately has to be a check down throw just to move the sticks.
Right.
That's where Kincaid will make his money, is in those plays. But Buffalo just right now is not having to make those.
Right, they're not doing it. So yeah, I'm putting him. He's traded.
I mean,
I will trade him to see who else I can get.
He's a perfect tight end to attack the middle, but Buffalo's not doing that.
Exactly. Right. Now, who I have for honorable mention that wasn't listed on here, but I would look at, one is Terry McLaurin for the Commanders. Love Scary Terry. I call him Optimus Prime because he got that heart. He got that leadership. But I for some reason every year, it's for the past few years, it's like I'm not saying he doesn't get the ball, but it's kind of like they don't do nothing. They're throwing at everybody but Terry.
He's doing good.
And then once the season gets close, or you get in the games, then Terry's getting the ball more.
But I think dealing with Scary Terry for the last 3 years, he starts off slow, but then he ends strong. So it's
that's
like
because everybody ties into the other wide receivers. They're not paying near as much attention to him. Lets him get off going through the season. Right in the beginning of the season, they're fucking hardcore on him, and they're like they almost forget he's even there.
Yeah, because I got him on my team. I got him on my team right now. I'm actually thinking about like, man, Terry, like you ain't really.
Well,
he's out.
He's out for this week. He's not playing this week.
Yeah, he's out for this week. So that means more touch. That means more touches for Samuels.
Right, you still got Debo out there, Luke McCaffrey, and like I said, honestly, I would say keep a lookout for Jalen Lane. He was that wide receiver they drafted out of Virginia Tech. He's also that cat that ran back the I don't know if it was the punt or the kickoff return. Okay. They played against Oakland.
And that rookie running back, he's trying to turn into a workhorse too.
Bill, yeah, but right now it seems like between him and McNichols, it's running back by committee.
Okay.
Next I have Calvin Ridley with the Tennessee Titans. Again, if he stays with Tennessee, yeah, I'm trading him. But like I said, rumor has it that they're putting him up on the trade block. So I don't know if they're trying to get more draft picks so they can get people around Cam. I think this game against the Arizona Cardinals is going to pretty much set it in stone.
I mean, my boys are. He'd be a nice little piece to the puzzle up there with Pittsburgh.
I can see him being a lot of places. Like I said, honestly, if I was the Giants, I would actually make it a pitch for him.
Too.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, we're trying to look for a wide receiver too to go with Metcalf because we really don't have. I mean, even though we got the speedy receiver, what's his name, Austin, number 19. I mean, but ain't nobody really doing nothing but Metcalf right now.
Right.
Now, you know what? It was funny because you know who I actually thought would be a good piece for anybody that was released was Traylon Burke. He got released from Tennessee early in the season. Wow. And I actually talked about this on First Stream Podcast. And I asked their opinion on it. And they actually have what's his name? I forgot his name, but he's the running back for the actual Tennessee Titans. And the first thing that I was told was that he's another Jamarcus Russell.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Wow. You don't ever want to be compared to Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, that basically is like his work ethic is like Jamarcus Russell.
And who was that?
Where he doesn't study film, he barely works out, stuff like that. So that's why he was gone.
Yeah, Jamarcus Russell. I think Jamarcus Russell was probably one. I think they got him down as the biggest bust ever in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
Him and Ryan Leaf.
Yeah, and Ryan Leaf.
Ryan Leaf. Those are the two biggest busts. Period.
I don't even understand how Jamarcus Russell can live with that, man.
Right. Like you had so
because of that paycheck he got.
Yeah,
call me whatever, but if I got $100 million contract, you still got to call me rich, bitch.
Damn it! Sorry.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Ohio State is not moving the ball well tonight.
No.
Shut the hell up. We just moved it about 40 yards.
They are not doing the ball well.
They are not doing well. That's why I had to mute it right there because she started screaming.
Okay, finally, Tate finally did something.
Jesus.
So before we go, we got two more things to bring up.
Okay.
Because it's about that time for our Who's Your Lineup. But for those people that actually want to know what the perfect lineup is, I actually did do the research on it. And here's your perfect lineup. So The perfect lineup should be. It was Dak Prescott for 30.96. Aston Genty had 33.5. Kenneth Gainwell got you 31.4. Josh Jacobs got you 30.7. Puka Nacua got you 36. Josh Jacobs got you 33. Dallas Goedert got you 19.7. The defense was the Detroit Lions with 19 points. So if you had this squad, your total fantasy points would have been 235. Was it 235.66? This is without a kicker. So I did these calculations without a kicker.
I remember when Sib's League screwed up last year and the kicker was getting a point for every yard they kicked. End of the first game, Sib's kicker had 372 points.
For those that actually sucked, here's your other lineup. Here's your sad group.
Oh man. Yeah, I got both. I got Brown and Smith on there. Yeah, and my defense.
So this is for week 5.
I had Montgomery too. God, and I had Henry. That's like my whole lineup almost.
Dude, I'm gonna take it. You lost last week, then?
Yeah, man. I'm old on ESPN, and I'm 1-3 in the NFL fantasy.
What am I in that fucking league? What is my record in that league? I have no earthly idea.
Which one? The NFL, that fantasy league?
Yeah.
You're 1-3, and you're 0-3, and you're playing me.
Awesome. Because I haven't seen I haven't even seen my fucking roster yet. So good luck. You'll probably kick my ass. Eat shit. The ESPN Dat Fantasy League, I'm fucking 4-0.
Yeah, are you in ESPN too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been in that for 6 years.
Right.
So,
I know you've kicked my ass in the goddamn fucking playoffs a few times. Eat shit.
So, right now we're starting. This is week 5. This is where we're going to start it, JT. You gave me your lineup.
I already did.
I just said that you gave me your lineup.
And whoa, hold on.
Now, if Mr. Ron, you want to get in this, let me know. We do every week. What we're going to start doing is actually making our own personal lineup for that week. Who we feel is going to be the top person for that fantasy
on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
All I do is send you my lineup. How you going to tell me I can't use players that play on Thursday when all I do is send you my lineup? But you personally go through and pick your goddamn team every fucking week. All I do is send you my lineup. And you tell me I can't. One, you told me I can't use people on play on Thursday, and 2, I'm not allowed to use Sip's roster. But you can go through and just handpick anybody through the league.
You have that same option too.
So how you gonna handcuff me and tell me I just have to give you my roster, but you can just go through and pick anybody from the league?
Because you're not. Are you going to do the research to give us your players for that week?
Oh God, no! I'm just going to send you my fucking lineup.
Exactly. So you pretty much answered your own question.
No,
have another shot.
I should be able to send you if I can get a hold of Sip's lineup. I should be able to send you Sip's lineup.
No.
Why?
Because again, I'm playing you, not your wife.
Yeah, but
so that means if you lose.
Yeah, but you're picking for me.
Is Sip going to have to wear the onesie?
I mean, it'll have a hole in the middle of it by the end, but I'll let her.
So are we? So basically, so I'm doing the Kevin. I'm doing the Kevin and Jenny deal.
Ooh, wait a second. Is that onesie or that singlet gonna come in just a one strap over the shoulder? Are we going Andre the Giant style, or are we going Kurt Angle?
Kurt Angle.
Oh damn it! I wanted you to go Andre the Giant. Have to run a fucking 40 in that. Oh.
I'll send you a picture of the. I will actually have a display of the actual onesie when we do the markups.
It's called a singlet.
Onesie, singlet, whatever you want to call it. It's a wrestling gear. Call it what you want.
Singlet is it. it's up at your thighs. It goes over your shoulders. A onesie has footies and a fucking bunny hat. Anyway.
All right. So you provided your lineup, and this is my lineup. I'm going to let you know my lineup for this week.
I just want you to know, you cheated and you picked from the entire league. You just
oh my gosh, I can't be cheating if I'm giving you the same option and you're refusing to take it.
I just got I'm fucking fat and lazy.
Exactly. So you have the option. You're not one to take it. So here's my lineup for week 5. I have Mahomes versus the Jags.
Oh, that's a fucking
I got
shocker.
Henry versus the Texans.
That's a shocker.
Barkley versus the Broncos.
That's a shocker.
AJ Brown versus the Broncos.
Uh-huh.
Jefferson versus the Browns.
Uh-huh.
Warren versus the Raiders.
Uh-huh.
My flex is Quentin Johnston versus the Commanders.
Okay.
And my defense is the Cardinals versus the Titans.
All right, now you see what he done did there. He just picked all number ones. Right, first round picks for that entire fucking lineup. Yep. All right, go ahead.
I'm done.
Okay. You already got mine. I sent you mine.
Okay. All right, Mr. Wine, you got your lineup?
Yes, sir.
All right, who you got? Who you got as QB?
So my QB, I'm going with Hurts. I'm going with Hurts against the Broncos.
Okay.
My running backs, I'm gonna still go with Henry again. I'm gonna still go with Henry against I'm gonna go with Henry against the Texans. And then I'm gonna go with Williams. I'm gonna go with Williams against the Jets.
Okay.
And then my wide receivers, I'm gonna go with Brown. I'm gonna go with Brown, and then let's see here, Brown and Smith, both for the Eagles. My tight end, I'm gonna go with Henry from the Patriots against the Buffalo Bills. And then my flex, I'm gonna go with Deebo Samuels against the Chargers. And then my defense, I'm gonna go with the Eagles. And then my kicker, since we put kicker in there, I'm gonna go with my kicker for the Chiefs against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
No.
Now again, I'm gonna need you to text me that lineup so I can make sure I have it on record.
Okay.
What is it? Like, I think you can just take Henry out because all three of us got him.
Gotcha.
No, we'll still keep Henry because again, it's total points. So
I'm
assuming that we probably might have the same person on. We might have the same few people on the team, but I'm sure our lineups are going to be different within the points.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying, that right there, that's even we're gonna that's gonna start.
We all agree with Henry. Yeah.
Right. You got your quarterback. We're already down to a quarterback, one running back, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, a flex, and a defense.
Right.
Because all three of us took one of the same running backs. It's whatever he scores, we're still at fucking 0.
Yeah.
Overall.
Well, with that, but like I said, we're going to go by the overall total.
That's what I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, it looks like we got everything covered for this week. Ladies and gentlemen, again, don't forget to like and subscribe us. Again, if you have any questions, feel free while you're on the show to ask us questions about certain trades, certain waivers, and we'll be glad to give you that information. In about 6 minutes, the First Stream podcast is going to be on. Definitely take a look at it. Definitely tune into them as well. For simple fact, they'll give you your actual discussions about the actual betting and things like that, and they'll have probably a few good guests on the show as well. I actually watched the show Friday, and they had Doc Walker from the actual Commanders, who's one of the original Hogs, and he had a few colorful words to say about the Commanders. So he's not happy with that team, and he feels as though that they definitely stepped their game up. So we're definitely going to see how that turns out next week.
Nice.
Look at it into a flag.
All right, gentlemen, y'all got anything else to say before we close out?
Yeah, Ohio State better fucking win.
Okay. I don't know what it has to do with the pros, but we'll let you have that one. What about you, Mr. Ron?
You didn't say that. You just said, do I have anything else to say? Ohio State better fucking win.
About the show.
Oh, I think you guys are great individuals. I had a fucking blast. Yay.
All right, y'all. Well, again, don't forget to like, subscribe us. If y'all got any questions, definitely let us know. Other than that, raise them high, spread them wide. Peace.
Peace. Have a good weekend. Have a good week, y'all. Have a blessed week.